What's up, YouTube and my fellow members at pyrotalk.com. This video is going to be about the curse of the 18-shot fan rack. I'm still a beginner at all this, learning, trying to get all the ins and outs of pyrotechnics. And this year was my first year using electronic match and talent igniters and doing my show electronically. But everything went well with that except fusing this rack. My intentions were for a volley of three, volley of three, volley of three, and so on, with a little bit of time gap in between each volley. And the first time I did it, I got a very slow reaction. Just had one, then 1 2, 1 1 2, 1 1 2. I figured out kind of what I was doing wrong with the fusing. I used a quicker fuse. So the next time I did it in my show, it was completely messed up. So I tried it again after my show, about 2 nights later, and it basically all just went up at once. It was going in volleys of 3, but there was no gap in between. So I took this conundrum to my fellow members at pyrotalk.com. They gave me several different tips to go with, and this video I'm going to go with a fusing method that was posted on YouTube by, I hope I get this name right, Pyro, I believe is his name. If I got your name wrong, I'm sorry. But anyways, what the fusing method with this is instead of these long fuses overlapping all throughout, he actually does a loop on each set of fuse and does one down here and runs through there. He was doing it on a milk crate and not a 18-shot fan rack, and his problem was that his milk crate would just keep going up because all the fuses were so long on the shells that there was no actually gap in between the time that the fuses were burning. So the quick fuse on the shells would just speed your time up throughout the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this, and I don't have any fancy camera or anything to put on a dock, so I'm going to have to put this on pause, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for shaking. So this was interesting. Once you get the hang of the knot, it really is actually quicker than taping and cutting and whatnot. But I do have some concern about the knot flying off. He suggested taping it, which I will do because this is quick fuse, and the lift charge from this could light it all up. So I'm going to tape these down and then tape the entire roll with aluminum tape. I still don't have the leader fuse on there, but I was going to do that here in a little bit. I just wanted to show the progress. Like I said, once you get the hang of the knot, it doesn't take very long. It's kind of like folding a pretzel. But I'm not sure this is going to work. This is the first time I've ever done it. There seems like there's a lot of room for error, but that's me. People swear by this. So anyways, I'm going to put the leader fuse on. I'll show you that when I'm done. Actually, I'll show you the leader fuse and the tape and everything once I get all that done. So I'll be back. Okay, so there it is. I don't know if I told you before, but I've got fast fuse running on the rows, so it's I think it's like 1 to 2 seconds per foot. Normally used a super fast gray fuse, but I run out of that after the 4th of July, so I'm stuck with the 1 to 2 second per foot. And then the leader fuse right here is a slow fuse, so it's 25 to 30 seconds a foot. And hopefully, if I did everything correctly, we're going to run down through here. Talon's going to hook right here. We're going to run down, and it should be a set of set of threes, 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 set of threes. And it should have just a little bit of a delay in between each set of volleys. So that is the plan. By the way, the guy's name is Pyro. Still probably saying it wrong, but just make sure I get it all in there. It's Pyro. All right, I'm going to set this up in the field, get my little cheap firing system hooked up, and I'll set it off and let you guys see it, and hopefully it works. I'm not too confident in the, I'm going to call it the pretzel knot, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a pretzel. It just doesn't seem like it's going to hold up when this stuff starts flying out. It seems like the fuse is going to get ripped off. I did tape each one of them individually, kind of cinch down the knot with tape, but still not confident. So we'll see what happens. Yep, gonna set it up in the field. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So the 18-shot fan rack, this test went much better than all the ones before. The timing's still not 100% right, but I think the best way to do it is to do the old-fashioned way across the rows of 3, and then do the pretzel knot, or the Pyro knot, down the leader fuse. And I think the timing would be good, because that way, doing it the old-fashioned way with cutting and taping across the row, the fuses will be real close together, so you'll get a quick shot of 3, and then doing the knot on the leader fuse, you will have the delay that you want in between the 3. So the test went a lot better than I thought it did. All 18 shells went off, but just a little bit of delay in between the 3. So, and that's another thing. Remember in the video earlier I told you that I used a fuse that wasn't the quick fuse, wasn't the gray or white quick fuse that you would normally use, that's like 0.6 seconds a foot or whatever. This was a little bit slower than normal. It was like 1 to 2 seconds per foot, and that, if you watch the video of them going off again, you'll see that the final third canister shell each row is a little bit slower than the rest, and that's just because it's the furthest away, obviously. But if you use that super fast fuse, I don't think you'd have that problem regardless of how you fuse it up. But the knot held up really well. I'm actually surprised. I was expecting to see several of them not go off, to be honest with you, but it went really well. Thanks to all my fellow members at pyrotalk.com that suggested that, and also thank you for the Tong Po Pyro for posting the video. It really helped out. Alright, till next time.